My name is Priya Kishnani and I'm the Division Chief Medical Genetics in the Department of Pediatrics. I've been at Duke for the past 22 years and have been involved in clinical research since the last 20 years and have been involved in clinical trials since then. So I've been involved, in fact, in the stage even before the beginning of clinical trials. That's the preclinical research, or what we call the bench work that leads to the first study or the phase 1 study. So I've been involved in all aspects of the clinical trials, from phase 1 to what we call phase 4 clinical trials. My training is one of a clinical and biochemical geneticist, and one of the things I recognized early in my career during fellowship was we diagnose patients with Down syndrome. In fact, we are often the first point of contact when the baby is born, if it's not the pediatrician. So after delivering the news, I soon recognized that we were not following these patients in any systematic way to know what the outcome was, how these children were doing. So that's really what led me to think about establishing a program at Duke, looking at individuals with Down syndrome across their lifespan, so beyond the birth years, and seeing how they did. So that's what really triggered myself, along with my colleague Dr. Gordon Worley, to establish the Down syndrome program at Duke, which is now, I believe, in its 18th year, and we have seen over 1,500 individuals with Down syndrome. We're the first group in the country to actually do a clinical trial looking at a drug. At that time it was looking at donepezil, which is a drug used for Alzheimer's disease. And the hypothesis which we had was that it would enhance cognition in individuals with Down syndrome, because there are a number of brain similarities, both from a neurotransmitter or the brain chemical perspective and also from the pathology perspective in individuals with Down syndrome as compared to those with Alzheimer's disease. So from this initial pilot study, it grew on to become a multi-center study, the first ever which was done for individuals with Down syndrome. From there was an increasing interest from pharmaceutical industry trying to see if they could develop therapies to enhance the cognitive abilities, by which I mean both speech as well as ability to deal better in terms of activities of daily living. Support from the federal agencies for performing research or conducting research in Down syndrome. Anna's Angels has completely come through. It's been a wonderful partnership, a collaboration, I would say, between a foundation and academia to see what we can do best, which is to improve the lives of individuals with Down syndrome. So Anna's Angels has completed 10 years at Duke and provided over $1 million in support. I know this is a grassroots operation for Michelle Pfeiffer, but every year she's done better, and I think with that the research has gotten better and the collaborations have grown, and we hope that with the support from Anna's Angels we can get external support to better complete the mission of Anna's Angels, which is to improve speech and cognition in individuals with Down syndrome.